You can never defeat an enemy or a problem until you identify it, which means you have to name it. You've got to give it a name, as Adam gave every animal, as every designer or creator has given every song, every painting, every sculpture, every fashion, every machine. They give it a name so that you can identify it, either to benefit from its reward or to avoid the consequences of the risk. But you've got to name it. How else would you know who to put in jail and who to release? Who to applaud and who not? You've got to name it. Who did it? Who was there? Who's guilty? Who's the reason for this? And if you want to bury your head in the sand and pretend there isn't a war because you have a wonderful potluck Sunday at your church with apple pie, singing songs, if you want to pretend that the world is not against your marriage, not against your children, not against you, if you want to have a victory on one deal and not realize that the next one might kill you, that one sunny day doesn't mean every day will be, if you don't admit that, you will be rolled over and under the thumb, the foot, the weight, the press of the oppressor, of your enemy, because you have suspended your reason and your logic as to understand this is war, always has been. Your body is a perfect example of it, because every day that body is fighting, whether you know it or not, or feel it or not. And by the time you feel the war that's going on in your body, you usually are too sick to overcome it in your normal strength. So you have to take bed rest or have to take antibiotics or you have to go to the doctor. Why? Because it's been sitting there festering, metastasizing silently, quietly, waiting for a moment, for the right moment in order to take over your body. It's a latent disease waiting to wake up, but it's there. Make no doubt about it. It's there. Those cancer cells are there. They're waiting for your defenses to come down, waiting for you to be ignorant about what you're eating and how you're thinking and how you're being, waiting for your mind to give in and give up and give over, waiting for something in order to take advantage of that weakness in that moment to kill you. Is looking for an opportunity, and it always is, and it never stops. Islam, everywhere it has gone, it has destroyed and invaded. And it's good cop, bad cop, all bad cops. It's either doing it by a sword or by a bullet at the end of a knife, or it's doing it in the ballot box by voting. Interesting. But they're using your system to destroy you, and you are letting it happen. The Swedes let it happen. Sweden is unrecognizable. Norway is letting it happen. England has let it happen. France has let it happen. And under the guise of political asylum or refugee or academic visas, to infiltrate and to invade. Yet, would you invite China to do it, knowingly knowing what they want to do? Would you let Russia, the communists? The communists are not your real threat, nor is China. The real threat is Islam, and you should know that. China is not motivated by a religious fervor, and there is no fervor that gives you a fever to destroy you more than that which is based on those that have religious, dogmatic lunacy, rabidness, foaming at the mouth, and their global intifada to take over is well, and full blast in the West. And they go to the places that are most vulnerable and most accessible. Democrats, more Democrats, more progressives, more liberals, and Western women. Isn't that amazing? And they will take their time. They even will convert to Christianity to infiltrate. Did you know that? Yes. And they come in, and they're coming in not like a Mexican across the border. Please, they're not your problem. But you let them in your Congress, in your Senate, even the White House. You've let them in your halls of academia, in your hospitals, in your sciences, in your charitable organizations. But nowhere in history do you ever see Islam doing anything charitable to lift a people up from poverty. It is the opposite. And yet you don't want to be told the truth. The doctor of truth is in the room, and you don't want to hear the bad news. You rather die and let your children die and your grandchildren die and your country die rather than face the truth and acknowledge. And then you attack the only people who have more knowledge of Islam and Islamists than any other nation on the planet, Israel. And the only reason they haven't become such a global threat is Israel. Israel is that wall that keeps them at bay. And they pay the price for that. And because of their war, their fight, their defense, it has been keeping you safe. They've been keeping you safe, not because they have battleships all over the world or air bases. No, they've been keeping you safe because they've been keeping out the threat. They are containing it where it's at because they all want Israel dead, but they can't seem to get it done. And now you are defending Ghazian Palestinians. You're defending the Muslim Brotherhood, Boko Haram, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas. Really? Who are you? You are ignorant and unaware. And do you know what they do to all of you who are marching for them? All of you who are converting to become Muslim? You Westerners, you know what you're not allowed to leave once you join. They'll kill you. But they're going to kill you, especially those of you who are nothing like what they like. Now, you're either going to cry like a little boy, a little girl, a little baby, and submit when they put their boot on your neck, their swords to your throats. You might then say, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll wear the crescent moon. I'll put on the hijab. I'll strap my body with a suicide bomb and do whatever you tell me to do. Allahu Akbar. Sounds like a candy bar, doesn't it? It's not. It's bitter. It's deadly. And it's poison. And you are letting it happen. And they know it. The fastest growing religion. And in their madrasas, in their mosque, their imam's message is very clear. And they haven't been hiding it. They hate you. These aren't Christians who assimilate. These aren't Jews who assimilate to Western culture. No, these are Islamists. And the main drive is to convert, to cover, and destroy by all means and any means necessary, by using your laws of freedom and rights to come in and take over with a vengeance and with a fervor to give you the fever that's going to kill you. And no one knows that better than the IDF, than almost every Israeli who've been fighting this battle even before they went back, repatriated their land. They were fighting this battle in the late 1920s, before anything about Zionist states. When they were there studying the Torah in the home city of their patriarch, in the Hebron region, the Muslims massacred them, hundreds of them. No reason at all. They weren't soldiers, just families. They've done it throughout Africa, and you didn't care. They're still doing it. Throughout Africa. Killing and massacring. And all of you podcasters, you Christian podcasters supporting Palestine and talking hate on Israel, they're watching you, and they see you got that idol cross in your background when you talk. They see that cross around your neck. They're going to burn it and burn you with it. They never allow idol worships. They see your statues, you Catholic podcasters, with your praying to statues. Idols, don't you know, they are licking their chops at taking you down. They hate you the most. Not the atheists, but the idol worshipers who bow before statues of Mary, Guadalupe, Peter, Jesus, oh no, you are to make no graven image. And the first thing Muslims are known for is to destroy that. And you along with it. Don't you know what's going to happen? They're going to do the same thing here that they did in history that they've always done, destroy all of the churches and convert them to mosques. They've done that everywhere. And you're allowing it. My suggestion, stop fighting each other and focus on your real enemy. It's not the Democrat, really, unless it's a fool Democrat who's already been converted by their idiocy. But the old school Democrat and the Republicans, the independents and the libertarians, you had better come together. You won't, by the way. But you had better come together because your one common enemy is coming after all of you. And the worst news and the saddest, they are here. You're wondering if the Martians have landed, if the aliens have arrived, if they're coming to invade. The answer to those questions are yes, yes, yes. And they are Islamist. Prepare to be destroyed. You refuse to repent and acknowledge and name the enemy. It's not Islamic phobia. Are you kidding? You've got foolish phobia. You are turning the keys of your kingdom over to the hands of your killers and your invaders. And you're doing it and giving them the keys to your city and to your heart and to your children and to your future. This is what happens when you forget God. When you forget God, you'll have no sense and ability to identify the devil. You forgot the measure and the metric in which opens your eyes and drops the scale so you can see where the cancer and the viruses are. You've gotten rid of the light. And because of that, the darkness has come and invaded.